Lesson 1, 2022. How are you, grade 3 learners? I hope you are doing fine and getting ready to learn more and more lessons as we begin another year of new normal way of learning. I am your teleradio host, Jennifer B. Arangues of Maguco Pilot Central Elementary School. Our lesson for today is all about picture talk from English Module 1, Lesson 1. So, be ready with your writing pens, notebooks, and Moodle. Let us now welcome our teacher for today, Teacher Giselle Tabios.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Jen, and hello to our dear viewers and listeners, especially the grade 3 learners. Welcome to Teleradio Eskwela, Tara na! I am your English teacher, Teacher Giselle. We are very glad because despite the pandemic, we can still continue learning through our Teleradio Eskwela. Today, we will learn about picture talk. See to it that the module you are holding is Quarter 1, Module 1. Towards the end of our episode, we are supposed to write sentences describing one's drawing about the stories or poems listened to. It is very important that we would be able to learn how to write sentences for us to express our emotions through writing. So now kids, are you ready to learn? Let's start! Let's have first an activity. I will show and describe a picture, and all you have to do is to study the illustration and answer the questions after. I will give you 5 seconds to choose between yes or no. Let's start! The picture shows an area of land and its buildings used for growing crops and rearing animals, typically under the control of one owner or manager. The animals present in the picture are cow, chicken, horse, turkey, pig, sheep, and dog. Again, the picture shows an area of land and its buildings used for growing crops and rearing animals, typically under the control of one owner or manager. The animals present in the picture are cow, chicken, horse, turkey, pig, sheep, and dog. Number 1. Does the picture shows about a farm? Again, does the picture shows about a farm? Time's up. The answer is yes, it is a farm. Very good. Number 2. Does the number of animals present in the picture are 7? Again, does the number of animals present in the picture are 7? Is it yes or no? Time's up. The correct answer is yes. The animals present in the picture are cow, chicken, horse, turkey, pig, sheep, and dog. Amazing! Number 3. Does farm animals serve as sources of water for human? Again, Does farm animals serve as a source of water for human? Is it yes or no? Time's up. The correct answer is no, because farm animals serves as a source of food for human. Fantastic! Number 4. Do we need to take care of farm animals because they are helpful? Again, do we need to take care of farm animals because they are helpful? Is it yes or no? Time's up. The correct answer is yes. We should need to take care of farm animals because they are helpful. Fabulous! And number 5. Is our national animal a horse? Again, is our national animal a horse? Is it yes or no? Time's up. The correct answer is no, because carabao is considered as our national animal. This time, let's have another activity. Study each picture that I will describe, then choose the best word that described it from the box and write a sentence. I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Remember that in writing a sentence, it must start with a capital letter and ends with a correct punctuation mark. For number 1, the boy kneels and addresses a solemn request or worship. Again, the boy kneels and addresses a solemn request or worship. How do you describe the boy? Select the correct word. Is he generous, helpful, resourceful, God-fearing, or naughty? Time's up. The correct word is God-fearing. And the sentence is, the boy is God-fearing because he kneels for a word of prayer. Very good. For number 2, the boy reached out his hand to make the fallen friend stand up. Again, the boy reached out his hand to make the fallen friend stand up. How can you describe the boy? Is he studious, helpful, resourceful, God-fearing, or naughty? Time's up. The correct word is helpful. And the sentence is, the boy is helpful because he helps his friend to stand up. Fantastic! At this time, let us study more on sentence structure and how to make sentences. But before that, let's first define what is a sentence. A sentence is a set of words expresses a complete thought, typically containing a subject and a predicate. It begins with a capital letter and it ends with a period or a question mark or an exclamation point. Now, what is a subject? A subject is what or whom the sentence is about, while predicate, it tells what the subject does. For example, The cat is sleeping in the mat. In this sentence, it talks about the cat. That is why our subject here is cat. Now, what is the cat doing? Very good. The cat is sleeping in the mat. So it describes the action or doing of the subject. That is why our predicate in this sentence is sleeping in the mat. Another example. Anna wants a new car. Now, to whom the sentence is about? Yes, it is about Anna. So the subject in this sentence is Anna. How about the predicate? Yes, the predicate is wants a new car. Very good. In addition, you must look at the characters and the place because they will lead you in getting the correct idea. To describe one's drawing, you must consider the following. First is number, like 1 or 2. Size, like small or tall. Shapes, like round or long. Age, like old or new. Color, like red or blue. And opinion, like pretty or good. Now, let's talk about the basic punctuation mark and when to use it. But first, what is punctuation mark? Punctuation mark are used in writing to separate sentences and their elements and to clarify meaning. The very common type of punctuation mark is what we call period. Period is used at the end of declarative sentence. Example, Anna loves ice cream. Next is question mark. Question mark is used at the end of an interrogative sentence to form a question. For example, is this your bag? Next is exclamation mark. Exclamation mark is used to denote shock, surprise, anger, or a raise of voice. For example, I won the prize! Now, let's read the story together about Sampaguita and Rose by Almar S. Ebran. Long ago, there were 2 different flowers planted in front of Aling Diding's house. She cultivated the plants very well until one day they began to bloom. These flowers are Sampaguita and Rose. Rose had red flowers. It was beautiful. Sampaguita had white flowers. It was lovely. Aling Diding spent most of her time picking weeds in the garden. For her, flowers gave a wonderful feeling. Every time people passed by, they stopped and looked at the flowers. Rose flowers caught people's attention due to their attractive colors. Rose had a romantic scent. Rose became popular in town. She was very happy because everybody said she was beautiful. Rose symbolized love. On the contrary, her heart was full of hatred and arrogance. She even teased Sampaguita as a nasty flower for not having a good scent and a catchy color. Sampaguita never argued with Rose. She remained calm and true to herself. She believed that each flower has its own unique characteristics. Days gone by, Rose was busy flaunting her flowers and eventually became arrogant. She claimed herself being the most expensive and the most beautiful flower in land. However, a storm came. Heavy rain poured and did not stop the whole day and night. When the flowers woke up the next morning, Rose was excited to open her petals and was shocked that they had lost their colors. It turned into white now. She cried and was so sad. Sampaguita noticed what had happened. She comforted Rose and told her not to worry so much because soon it will have a beautiful and attractive flower again. Rose felt blessed and thankful to her friend Sampaguita for staying beside her in good and in bad times. Did you like the story? If yes, great! Now, let us answer the following questions in your notebook. Write the sentences correctly. Remember that in writing a sentence, it must start with a capital letter and end with correct punctuation mark. I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Let's start! Number 1. What does Aling Diding have in front of her house? Again, what does Aling Diding have in front of her house? Time's up. The answer is she has 2 different flowers. Very good. Number 2. What are those flowers being planted? Again, what are those flowers being planted? Time's up. The correct answer is these are rose and sampaguita flowers. Fantastic! Number 3. Which flower has caught people's attention and why? Again, which flower has caught people's attention and why? Time's up. The correct answer is the rose flower because of its attractive color and romantic scent. Amazing! Number 4. What was rose being symbolized to? How about sampaguita? Again, what was rose being symbolized to? How about sampaguita? Time's up. The correct answer is rose symbolized love while sampaguita symbolized pure and kind heart. Number 5. If you were sampaguita, what best advice can you give to Rose? Again, if you were sampaguita, what best advice can you give to Rose? Time's up. The correct answer is to always be kind and humble. Very good. You're doing a great start, kids. I hope you learned how to make simple sentences. Remember, we should not forget that in writing a sentence, we should start with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark, a period, an exclamation point, or a question mark. We're about to end our lesson, but before that, I want you to get your notebook to assess or measure how far you understand our topic. Look at the drawing and listen well to the short selection that I will read out from the given picture. I will give you 10 seconds to answer or to write your sentences for each item. Let's begin. The sky is clear. Two men standing in front of the church to sell their products. The old man is holding balloons of different colors, while the young man is holding a bunch of flowers. Number 1. Where do the two men stand? Again, where do the two men stand? Time's up! What is your answer? The correct answer is two men are standing in front of the church. Great! Number 2. What does the old man hold? Again, what does the old man hold? Time's up! The answer is the old man is holding a balloon of different colors. Amazing! Number 3. What does the young man hold? Again, what does the young man hold? Time's up. The answer is the young man is holding a bunch of flowers. Fantastic! Number 4. Why do the two men stand in front of the church? Again, why do the two men stand in front of the church? The answer is they are in front of the church to sell their products. Excellent! And number 5. How's the condition of the sky on that day? Again, how's the condition of the sky on that day? Time's up! The correct answer is the sky is clear. Great job! Now kids, in your free time, please answer some activities in your module. On your notebook, draw one part of the story. Write 1 or 2 sentences to describe your drawing. The story is entitled The Tweety Bird, written by Almar S. Ebrano. Tweety is a yellow bird. She is so sweet and charming. Tweety loves to fly from morning to sundown. She keeps on practicing her tricks to be the best in the group. Tweety likes flying everywhere. 30 advises his friend not to go far because hunters are just around. But Tweety never listens. One afternoon, 30 sees a hunter with his slingshot. He yells, "Tweety, fly high! Faster!" Tweety does not listen again. Unfortunately, Tweety lays on the hands of the hunter. I hope you understand the story. Take your time in answering your module. Thank you so much, kids, for watching, listening, and participating today. I hope that you've learned a lot of things for today's lesson. Once again, this is Teacher Giselle saying, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. See you next episode. Bye!
Thank you, Teacher Giselle. That was indeed a very interesting topic. I hope kids you've learned a lot today, and don't forget to submit your output on the scheduled day given by your teachers. Remember, never stop dreaming, never stop believing, and never stop learning. Handang isip, handa bukas. Sulong do kalidad. The Department of Education is one of us, and we are all in this together. Till next episode here in Pilot Teleradio. This is your host saying, stay safe and God bless everyone.